Greetings, everyone. Truth will rise. We're back with a brand new video. Unfortunately, but not surprisingly, the grand jury decided not to move forward with the indictment in the Darren Wilson and the murder of Michael Brown. And of course, social media was just ablaze. A lot of people are angry, and rightfully so. But I was not surprised by anything that happened. The fact that it took so long and they had to be cajoled and almost forced into even convening the grand jury pretty much told me all I need to know about the outcome that was going to happen. Now that it's happened, my question is this: now what? After the angry Twitter posts and the Facebook messages and the talk shows and all that, what are we going to do now? Because this will, I will say this is not the first time, of course, and unfortunately it's probably not going to be the last time that we have to have a conversation like this. So what are we going to do? I think this is all the more reason that we've got to get ourselves together. We have to get a financial base. You know, we have to control the economy in our own communities. We have to build up our own businesses. We have to develop our own infrastructure, I think. You know, we need to have our own power companies. We need to have our own phone companies and utilities and internet services and all of these things. Because as long as we're depending on outside sources for these things, they can be cut off at any point. And we need to be responsible for what goes on within our own communities, possibly in terms of protection. You know, like the brother, the autistic brother that got killed in Florida. You know, perhaps if we had our own, that should have been handled in-house. Let me just say it like that. These are the plan of actions that I think some of the things we need to take, because one of the reasons that we constantly find ourselves in situations like this is because we are at the bottom of the barrel, not only socially but economically as well. You know, we'll run out and buy all these useless trinkets, but we will not invest in things that can really help us. You know, it's time for parents to stop worrying about what sport their child is going to play when one in approximately 13 million will ever see a professional pitch, snap, or dribble in a professional league. We need to be teaching them history of themselves and the world. We need to be teaching them things, practical skills, business ownership, entrepreneurship, things of that nature. Those are things that are going to be more practical and really helpful, not only to them, but to the community. And we need to take steps that does not, this is going to sound bad, well, but it needs to be said. If I see one more message talking about let's just pray, I'm going to lose my natural mind. Okay? And if this offends you, I am sorry, but this needs to be said. No social change that has ever happened on people's knees. It happened on people's feet, and we got up and did something about it. It may make you feel good momentarily, but at the end of the day, it's not changing anything that's happening. We have to do that. You know, an example is if I'm hungry and I say, hey, I'm hungry. Don't pray that I find a sandwich. Show me where a sandwich is, or show me how to get one, so I'll have sandwiches forever. You know, we've been doing this for 400 plus years, and it hasn't really worked out for us. You know, when change was made, it was because people actually got up and did something. And that's what we need to do. You know, people have been calling for us to do something for the longest. You know, And I think the things we have to start speaking with our money. That's the first thing that has to happen. We've got to keep money within our own communities. We can't always run out and want to spend it with other people and make their communities more wealthy. Because as that happens, they get richer, we get poorer, and they feel like that they can take advantage of the system. Will continue to do so. You know, you don't see this happening to other communities, but it's happening to ours. You know, we have to get to a point. We have to build up our financial resources, and then start building infrastructure, and then we can start making some positive changes toward turning things around for ourselves. Because I personally don't have any faith in the system. And you know, the analogy that I used on one of my Facebook pages was, you're going to the foxes who are guarding the hen houses and then asking them to do something about the fact that the hens are coming up dead. You know, what do you expect to happen? So, you know, what do you think? What do you think some of the practical actions? I think I've laid out some, and I know I'm not the first to do so, but what do you think some of the actions we need to take? You know, let's turn this conversation into action. So that's all I've got for this video. The truth will rise. Signing out. Peace, power, positivity.